This is more of a detail shot, so this is going to actually back to Spruce Meadows. This is Steve Gerdot and Alamo. And Spruce Meadows is a really beautiful venue, and it also allows me to shoot a lot of different angles and locations. There's a lot of really neat places where I can get up high. So actually here I'm shooting from very high up, but what's neat is that you can kind of use the ground as almost like its own backdrop. So I really enjoy when they walk up from the warm-up, it's kind of down the hill before they go into the ring, and they do this long walk up, and I like to stand up there and shoot down on them, and they're pretty used to me doing that now. This is one of the shots that I really enjoy when I have beautiful afternoon light. So this is Eric Lamaze and the great Fine Lady 5. And he's coming around that corner in jump off, and it's late afternoon. This is a completely natural shot. I'm not manipulating the light here, and it's just casting a shadow just behind him, but there's this really, really amazing light that just kind of happened to shine right across that clock and right onto Eric. And again, you can kind of sense the tension in the shot, and that was my goal there. And he's galloping to what ended up being this fence. So you can see this beautiful golden light, and just gives you a feeling of atmosphere, a little bit of a different shot. I like to spend a lot of time actually in the warm-up areas too. I think I rely on all of the locations that I have access to really try to create a full portfolio. So this shot is Martin Fuchs and Silvershine at Spruce Meadows, and it's in the warm-up, and it's got just a really nice soft background, and the light is just a really nice kind of morning sun, and it allows me to get some nice detail when they're a little bit more relaxed and not in the competition ring. So it's always nice to kind of push all different areas of the show. Again, this is a shot that I've always gone back to because again, it's using light in a way that I think you can't really create that. It's either there or it's not. And this is a shot of Kenrington just walking out of the tunnel of Spruce Meadows. And in the morning, sun is over here. You've got some building or something over here, and so it's casting the shadow, or the shadow's coming from here. But then the light is bouncing off some piece of glass or some piece of concrete, but it just creates a really more dynamic photo, I think, where obviously the horse is naturally lit, but you have a really kind of neat background. So I just like the geometry of it. It's more of a detail shot. It's obviously not a big competition moment, but I think that it adds, a more dynamic element to the whole portfolio. This is the Great Voyer with Kenrington, and another example of just trying to find a little bit of a different angle. I'm shooting a bit more from above than you can probably tell. He's jumping a wall, but I loved how the flowers were kind of aligned on either side of it. So I almost tried to make the wall disappear just in the angle that I shot it at. And Voyer jumped it beautifully, and you have the nice crowd behind, so it's giving you that atmosphere. And just always been a shot, I think, that seems to make its way around. Here's the coveted fist pump shot that we are always hoping to get. There is a bit of a method to that I've found. I tend to shoot jump offs kind of on the turn, like on the final turn to the final fence. There's always going to be that moment when they jump the final fence, they take that millisecond to look at the scoreboard to see, what the time was and what the place was, and then when they realize it, that's when you get that reaction. So the final fence is actually just off screen here. He's jumped it and he's galloped around here. He's taken a look, and then there's the moment. And he did happen to do it right in front of our Grand Slam signs, which was really cool. So that is Philip Weishaupt and LB Conval, who were the winners of the Spruce Meadows CP Grand Prix. And this is my final image that I'll close out with. I think obviously in sport, we're very, very lucky to have owners who believe in these horses and the riders and the partnerships that they create. And this is the owner of Cluny, Luigi Balleri. And this is the moment, obviously, that he had won the most recent Rolex Grand Slam major in Geneva. And I think this photo says it all. So thank you guys for listening, and I hope you enjoyed some of my favorite moments and how I get there. All of these memories from these incredible events